Everybody, welcome back to Mind Your Money. My name is Tasha, and on this channel we are documenting our journey to financial freedom while building generational wealth. Just in case you're new here, when I say we, I'm referring to my family of 5. That's me, my husband, and our 3 boys. And I am trying to get through this video. I am going to go through our expenses and hopefully keep my ring light on. And I probably won't do too much editing with this video, but I am going to show you clips of what I have recorded once earlier today. I usually record these videos early Sunday morning when it's quiet, but we had other things that need to be taken care of. So it's 6:34 p.m. on October 24th, which is way later than normal. So the lighting is not going to be the same, but I hope it's clear for you guys. And I do expense tracking every single week because I want to make sure we're not overspending, because we use our credit card for 95, maybe 98% of our expenses, okay? The only thing we don't use a credit card for is our life insurance and our rent. Everything else comes straight from here. So if you're not using a credit card, still track your expenses, because you can create an excellent budget like we do every single week, and you can give each dollar an assignment, tell it where to go. But if you don't track your variable expenses and making sure that what you budgeted is actually happened in the week or in the month, then you're doing it wrong. Expense tracking is vital to a successful budget, okay? Now, we ended last week with a balance of $37.19, and I hope I can explain how I managed this or how I handled it in a great way. If anything is unclear, please ask me any questions in the comments. Sorry about my light again, and we'll figure it out. I'll answer you as best I can. So I'm going to zoom you in so you can see sort of what happened from last week if you weren't here. And I'm sorry that there are airplanes flying overhead. Okay, so these charges here from the 11th all the way through the 13th at the end of this page, we made most of these payments. I'm going to show you my little notes here. Okay, so these payments here, these are the payments that I missed that I did not make last week. $15.20, but I paid $15 on the 20th, right? $8.81 for a Lyft ride. I paid that $8.81 on the 20th. Now, $13.18 was for some household products. I paid that today, October 24th. And that's a part of the video that I just had. It was terrible, so I have to re-record. But I did make that payment. I also missed 20 cents from this charge. For some reason, I paid $15 instead of $15.20. So I also included this 20 cents with this payment, and I paid that on October 24th. So those are the payments that I missed. All right. And then I started looking at the charges that we made for the current week. So let's move over there. Okay. It looks like you can see clearly. All right. So this is so messy. So these are the payments. These are the charges that were left over from last week. What happened after we made those 3 payments last week, I also had charges for $3.99. That was for an Amazon Prime video. And what I was explaining before in my previous segment that I cut out of the video because it was a hot mess. The kids are too loud. Anyway, our children, the youngest children, are home, and we're trying our best to school them from home. So we use educational videos, and then of course we have like times where we sit down with them and we go over colors and numbers and shapes and, you know, different concepts. Sometimes there are videos that are not included with Prime, and we'll have to pay to either download them or to rent them. So this is what that charge was for, $3.99. Now that came from miscellaneous because we did put money in there just for these type of expenses. Once we start officially homeschooling them, then we'll have this charges like this come from that whole school category. Now I paid for additional services with Canva. I used the free version, but there were some things I wanted to do as far as, you know, for like graphics and things. So I paid $14.14 for that. That came from my Discover Cashback debit card. That's my personal spending money. All right. I have a video where I talk about how to manage money well, and I mentioned the Discover Cashback because it's a debit card. It's not a credit card. You can put your spending money there, and every time you make a purchase, you get cash back, 1% cash back, which I think is amazing because it's your own money. It's not even a credit card. All right, so that's just a little tidbit about that. Then on the 20th, we bought, it wasn't just vitamins, but there was some cream I actually needed. For some reason, I had some terrible allergic reaction and I was getting rashes like on my arms, on my back. I don't know what it was until we finally, I stopped using the soap I was using. I stopped using the deodorant that I bought and found out that it was actually my husband's cologne. So he bought a new cologne that my body was just not agreeing to. But I had to get some cream for that. So that was coming, that come from Wellness. Can I speak today? That charge was paid from the Wellness Fund, okay? And that was $3.04. And then I bought some additional cream because the first one I bought was not the right one that my doctor had recommended. So I bought an additional one for $7.99. That came from Wellness. It took 2 virtual meetings with my with 2 different doctors to figure out what exactly I needed. So then we had to pick up some medicine. You know, it's cold and flu season. So we picked up some additional medicine and vitamins from a local grocery store. That was $9.06. And that came from, again, the Wellness Fund. And then additional vitamins and medicine. Now, my husband went one time and then I went a second time to buy some additional things and some feminine things for me. And that was $12.42 from Stop and Shop. That's coming from Wellness. So we are using the funds that we have. Now we are calling them purpose funds. So each fund has a purpose for specific items that we need to buy, whether it's for the house or it's for someone personally, or if it's just for the children, whatever. All right. So then on the 23rd, my husband took a Lyft and that was $8.99. That came from the vehicle fund because it was a traveling expense. And then on the 18th, and this is where I missed this, so you guys got to miss all my blunders and just mishaps in that first video. So $7.61 for Amazon Kids app. Both of my toddlers have Kindle, Amazon Kindle, so they use different apps there, learning and, you know, colors and all sorts of things. Not just colors, but numbers and animals and all those sorts of things. So that was $7.61. That came from miscellaneous. And then I made the payment. So I made 3 payments. This one is a recorded payment that I made on the 20th, the $15 and $8.81. And then on the 24th, today, I made 3 additional payments for the charges that fell between the 20th and the 23rd. So that was $32.51 from Wellness. That is how much all of these charges here in the middle came up to. $13.38. This is what I paid when I mentioned to you that I had messed up. So the $13.18 from household from last week and the 20 cents that I missed from this payment, that came up to $13.38. If you can see it, but you can't. What is up with me? $13.38. And then the last payment that I made today, October 24th, was a $14.14 from my Discover Cashback debit card to take care of that Canva purchase. So we are left with a balance of $20.59. And this $20.59 is a combination of the $11.60 that I purchased somewhere. Okay, so the $11.60 is a combination of the $7.61 that I purchased from Amazon for the Kids app and the $3.99, yes, for the Kids app. Those are the 2 miscellaneous. That's why $11.60 is included here. And then the second lift that my husband took on the 23rd for $8.99. So $8.99 plus $3.99 plus $7.61 equals $20.59. And I'll do the calculator just to make sure. $8.99 plus $3.99 plus $7.61 is $20.59. After 5 tries, literally 5 tries, I finally am finished. I didn't zero out the credit card for this week, but we more than satisfied the minimum payment due. We won't be charged any interest, which is what I aim to do every single week when I do the expense tracking. And we do have some pending charges, and I'll show you what those are so you can see what we might be looking at for next week. So we do have a balance of $80.62. Okay, available credit is $43.44, so we are way under utilization still. And I have, if you can see right here, $60.30 of payment scheduled. If we subtract that, we should get $20.59, and you could probably be doing it with me. Yeah, $20.59. I just double checked to make sure that's right. So here, those are the scheduled payments, and these are the pending transactions. So we ate out over the weekend because Mama didn't feel like cooking, and I also needed to buy some household appliances. Sorry if you guys hear my 2-year-old playing with his bus. So that's that. We have $27.89 in rewards cash. And just so you can see that we're not pulling anything out just yet. I'm going to see how much more we can get before the 31st of October. And if there's anything I can pull out to put towards the emergency fund, which is our top goal right now. So these are all of the cash back. Now, normally, I mean, 10 cents, 15 cents, 20 cents, it's all worth it to me because we already have the money to pay for these purchases. We're just utilizing and leveraging the cash rewards right now. Can you imagine once we reach our top financial goal for 2022 and we can use the extra cash, it's free money that we're getting for making purchases we had the money to pay off anyway, we'll be able to start using the travel rewards and earn free flights and free hotel rooms and all the sort of things that we want to do, taking vacation. So this is just a quick look at how much we've earned. I don't believe I showed you guys this last week because that video was just a hot mess. I was really struggling with trying to make sure I was able to make all of the payments and bring us to a zero balance. So this is how we're ending this video. I am so, oops, see, it cut off on me again. So I'm glad we got it to $20.59. We more than satisfied the minimum payment due. And as you saw on the screen, we do have some pending charges which will be attached to the card for next week. I don't believe we'll have any more credit card charges because all of our bills have been paid for the month. And we didn't even have to go through more than 2 pages this month. So I'm happy about that. How did your 3rd week of October go? I'm looking forward to hearing from you and talking with you in the comments. Again, if you have any feedback or any tips for me, I would greatly appreciate it. And thank you so much again for being here and rocking out with your girl. Y'all are so awesome. Thank you for being a part of the Legacy Builder family. Remember to mind your money, manage it well, and live your lives abundantly. Thanks so much for being here. Bye for now.